So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you are all well. And, a lot of light now. Today is Thursday, the 10th of February 2022, and I have two decks in my hands. So I'm just going to bring some daily messages for today, for Thursday, the 10th of February. I wanted to say March again. And today I'm using, well, one of the John Holland Psychic Tarot cards, this one. And then you know what? I went to my box where I keep my side to look for a different set of cards. And this came to my hand. So look at this one. This little deck, which is called Gypsy cards, and I got it ages ago when I went back to Hungary. And why it's really interesting, because my mom has the old version, if you remember when I was talking to you, I showed you the old version, and then these are the new ones. So look at the cards. These are the pictures you can see on a Gypsy card. So I remember buying this card after I wanted to check out my card. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. I don't really use them, you know. But then this morning I felt I need to go for these cards. You know, look at these ones. Really interesting designs as well. Very colorful. And then, oh my goodness me, I tell you what, it's just quite unbelievable. Because if you've listened to my conversations about cards and then the cards with my mom, which I did not bring here, but when I'm asking a question from my mom in spirit, who was also a medium, a reader, then the card Hope is coming out of her deck. When I'm asking a question, so she always gives me hope. And then, believe it or not, look at that, the card Hope dropped out while I was showing you the other cards, you know. So I guess it's a blessing from heavens that there's a reason why I had to pick up this card. You know, I never ever use this, and probably you have never seen me doing anything with this deck. But in relation to my mom's card, I had to buy this deck ages ago. I never used this. And then again, while I'm talking about the card Hope is coming out. So here we go. You can't make this up. You know, so here we go. I think my mum over there on my side is having a good laugh, a good giggle about this. So I'm going to bring a few cards here. So thanks very much for joining in. I'm not going to do right now private readings, but if anybody is around a little bit later for a Zoom chat, then we will bring it together, you know, because I've been just talking about it. So here we go. What I'm doing today, I'm bringing 5 thoughts, I'm asking Spirit guidance, the angelic realm, to bring us 5 thoughts, 5 pieces of, not information, but nuggets of wisdom, okay? So I'm shuffling this one, and I'm shuffling the John Holland big deck, that's a different one. So think about a number, okay, between 1 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what is really, really important for you, okay? Wow, and while I'm shuffling this, look at this. While we are all together, this card is popping out of the deck. And then what Spirit says that it's good that the conversation is going, you know, so keep the conversation going, not just here, but then for yourself as well. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shuffle the cards. I'm going to spread them in front of me. Okay, let's see. If you are choosing number 1, okay, if you are choosing number 1, I'm picking 1 here and 1 on the other side. We've got 2 cards. I don't know what the cards are saying, but what Spirit says that if you are choosing number 1, then you need to take the matter seriously, you know, because I feel like it feels like the thing is in your hand, the paperwork, the material is in your hand, and now I have to have that, you know, really serious, that last nudge, you know. I feel that you are prepared, and then this is just maybe the last step you need to take, but then you need to bring that strength, and you need to bring that yum, now I am doing it, you know. And I feel that, you know, that it will get you through that challenge or that situation what you are experiencing. If you are choosing number 1, if you understand, even there might be a work-related conversation where I have to justify myself, or where I was asked to justify myself. And then even though you feel it's not really righteous or not really the truth, but then you have prepared because you know what, this is what they are asking, so I will do that. But deep down you know that the truth is within you, and then the truth is different. So but you have, if you're choosing number one, you have that sensation that what is around you shall pass. We just have to go through it, not endure, because it's more of you got your strength, but then you will go through. And then you got whether you are using with angels, but I'm present to 3 angels, you know. And then angel, if you're choosing number one, angel Gabriel is giving you the guidance and bringing 2 other angels to guide you through this challenge. And what Archangel Gabriel is saying, that maybe just keep yourself a little bit to yourself, keep the thoughts speaking to yourself. Maybe this is a day when we have to be a little bit quieter, just get on with things, and then at the same time just avoid the busyness and a little bit of a chaos, you know, a little bit upside down over there, but then don't let yourself pulled in that. And then otherwise you will sail through. And then the second part of the week, the rest of the week, is going to be, now I'm breathing, you know. And then also what Spirit says, you know, tap your shoulders because you have stuck with it, you know, you kept going, and there is recognition for you, and then the recognition is coming for you. If you are applying for jobs, I feel that the forthcoming couple of days is a good idea for you to do that, because what you have experienced, you have shuffled behind you, and now, okay, there is that more focus and intention, and you know, I'm going for that. You know, that is the energy. Also, if you're choosing number one, you are given nuts to eat, you know, so you might check if magnesium or certain things your body might need. Okay, so let's see what the cards are giving us. You got light. If you're choosing number one, you've got light, and then you also have, oh, this is jealousy. So exactly, you know, jealousy. The little card is jealousy. Look at that. Really can shake jealousy. So, you know, just getting on the side. So look at that. You are, so this is exactly what we're talking about. You are able to balance yourself between the two, you know, because you are following that. You've got that strength, and you've got the blessing and the guidance. And the situation is, you know, we just observe it, but then we don't have to take part in it, you know. And then you already have that strength to sail through. So use today to sail through. So that was for number one, my friends. I'm shuffling the cards again. Okay, let's see what we have for number two. If you're choosing your number, and then it, you know, it makes, I mean, you know, it might not resonate with you because this is quite a general energy here. So here you go. If you are choosing number two, okay, if you're choosing number two, I'm feeling creative, you know, and what Spirit says, let those creative flow, let that creative flow, that energy, you know, just open the gate. And, you know, you've got the ideas, and a little bit similar to number one, but this is more of the creative side, because we just have to, let it out, whether you are singing or painting or doing or dancing or anything, but then that creative flow wants to express itself. And what Spirit says, that, you know, let that nagging feeling of that I need to be in control, how or what my creative flow feels like and looks like, you know. So there is that little maybe insecurity and uncertainty if you're choosing number two, but then what you need to know is that once you open the gate, then you are not going to stop your creative flow, because it's going to take over, and that is what needs to happen, you know. And then if you understand, it's been maybe 2 or 3 years for a few of you that energy has just gathered its strength, you know, like a reservoir of water, and then when the gate opens, and it just goes everywhere, and this is what it needs to happen. The world out there wants to hear your energy and wants to experience your creativity, you know. They want to see that side. Spirit wants you to experiment and explore that side of you as well. So if you're choosing number two, don't hold back, you just go for it. And then, you know, just click the ones who are criticizing or having any kind of conversation, because nobody can do it in a way and then as beautifully and as creatively and freely, you know, and passionately as you are doing. Okay, so let's see what we have for the cards here. I'm choosing one from here and then one from the other one. Don't exchange your ideas. I think, you know, that conversation is coming since Monday. Don't exchange your words. Don't take the words back, you know. And then here, if you're choosing number two, don't exchange your ideas. You know, when you have an idea, you just go for it. let it out, and then here we go. After that, we don't have to worry about it. Just like how I speak, you know, I let it out and I don't worry about it. I don't never worry about this. But then just letting it out, you know, because the world wants to experience your creative hues and energies, you know. And then even if you open the gate just a little bit ajar, then you have already opened the gate, you know. So that is what you are doing today. And then for the rest of the week, let's see what we have. Wow, yeah, that is, we don't want to do this one. So that must have been, or might have been the energy. Like you keep yourself back, you know, you keep yourself silence, and then actually it feels like suffering or holding yourself back, because you see what is out there, and then you see that what you are able to do and what you are, you know, that's yours as well, but then maybe never stepped into it, you know, because of whatever conversations you might have had, you know. So that is for number 2. And also the judge, it's been already, you see, you can't even argue with this one, you know. You are yourself your own judge, you know, so don't have to have anybody else saying and telling you when to do it and what to do it and how to do it, you know. And then it's really you in the middle making the decision. So have that hammer. Does he have a hammer? Oh yeah, he has a hammer. Have that hammer hit the board, you know, and then this is just behind you, you know, that is going to be behind you, you know. Also notice that the orange and the yellow, you know, if you are thinking of chakra and how you are letting your energy, and then no, again we got the song, yesterday we got this song, I remember, no mountain is high enough, you know, no mountain is high enough. Okay, so here we go. So that's for number 2, my lovely friends. Good cards. Considering I never used a Gypsy card, you know, after my mom. Here we go. We are having good fun, a good time with this one. Okay, so let's see what we have. If we have number 3. Okay, so if you are choosing number 3, I'm feeling a little bit maybe overthinking, over structuring, over analyzing. You know, that's the energy, and I'm feeling a little bit nifty about something. And what Spirit says, yes, you can chew it a little bit, but then don't do it for too long. You know, because you know there are many other hours in the day where you can be doing something else, you know. So breathe into it, let it go. I feel like if you're choosing number 3, you might be a little bit just a little bit upset or a little bit nifty about something, you know, it did not happen in a way how you wanted. It's nothing big, it's something a little, and then you know very well that it should not be, well, I don't like using the word should, but you know, you could have a different choice how you are thinking about that. You know, you had a choice to say when you were there in that situation, to say what you wanted or what you felt, and then you kept yourself back. So take it as maybe a learning experience. You know, next time when there is something like that happens, then you just blur it out. That's it. You know, and then you will not have an hour when you are, oh, just, you know, I could have done it. You know, those kind of moments. I feel that need to turn the page as well. Spirit is showing me the page, turning the page for number 3, and then, you know, just put it behind you, put everything behind you, and then that is a different day. You know, today is a different day. Now, if you are choosing number 3, I also need to acknowledge that you need to have time for yourself, and then in your schedule, because you like your structure, and the reality goes with structure and here and now, and objectively, I understand that is your reality. But what Spirit says that trying to do with my ear here, that what was that? So here we go. That yes, you can have that structure, you know, but at the same time, if you're choosing number 3, make sure you have time for yourself. You know, when was the last time when you had a little walk outside, you know, or maybe taking 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, a little walk outside after work or in between different things, you know, and just for yourself. I also feel that you might want to hang out with a family member, and it's either you who needs to have that quiet conversation, heart-to-heart conversation, or another person. It feels like catching up possibly with a sibling or a good friend who feels like a sibling to us, you know. So that is for number 3, you know. Now let's see what we are having for number 4. What we are having for number 4. I already forgot if I have given you cards for number 3, but here we go. Doesn't matter, I will check it when I go back. So I can see, lovely friends, you are here. Thanks very much for being here. Right now, this is a general reading for the day, for Thursday the 10th of February 2022. A little bit later, we'll be doing a live reading in a Zoom group. You know, so if you're interested, stay tuned, stay on this page, because I will put a link out and you can come over there. Okay. So here we go. Let's shuckle this one. Why do I say shuckle? Shuckle off a shuckle. So here we go. Okay, let's see what we have for number 4. No, number 4. With number 4, I am traveling. I'm seeing the word travel, and then I'm also feeling an aeroplane. And whether you are literally traveling, you know, so that's good for you if you are doing that, or in your mind you feel, I want to fly, I want to expand. I've got those ideas, because even now I'm talking to you right now, I need to look outside and I need to look at the clouds out there, gently drifting. And if you're choosing number 4, you might feel maybe a little bit emotional about that, you know, because it feels like as if you either travel, you know, so good luck for you, good luck to you if you are doing it. But if not, energetically it also feels I'm feeling a bit emotional, that, oh, I wish, you know, oh, I wish, oh, I wish. And it also feels that if you're choosing number 4, might have been some love conversation at the background, and it feels a little bit quiet, you know, and then it's a little bit emotional. Even when the way how I said quiet, I'm feeling a heart energy there for number 4. But Spirit says, you know, they are giving you the color green. I know it's very commonly used for the heart chakra, but then also the yellow, you know, the soft, the pastel yellow, and then the pastel green for your heart, because just like how I'm seeing the clouds, every colored cloud has a silver lining, that even the sadness, you find the point of reference, that, okay, that realization, you know, that realization that it is there for me. It was there for me to experience it. But what Spirit says, don't drain yourself, don't sit in that puddle for long, you know, because we can spend the whole day just thinking, oh, I wish, you know, and then we miss the real reality, you know, the real situations around us. Don't cry over spilled milk, you know, for long. That is the energy if you're choosing number 4. Let's see. Yeah, the card power is coming out for number 4. And then also look at the card, the number 8 is there, you know, that duality of you know that strength, and you know your own wisdom, but you know, it really actually feels like as if I know I have that awareness, I'm doing it to myself, but you know, so why do we do it, or for how long do you want to do that, you know? Tap into that strength, and then that power, and then wisdom, you know, he has color, he has a hair like mine, you know, so wisdom, you know, tap into that wisdom. And okay, I'm just noticing how I'm feeling about, you know, that was a good experience. Take it that way, you know. Now, if you're number 4, I'll give you another card from the Gypsy card, my mom's selection, you know, the new one. Spirit also gives you a pencil, you know. It's interesting, it's not a pen what they give you, but they give you a pencil, you know. And whether literally I'm feeling artistic there and I need to draw, but it feels like actually, metaphorically, if you understand, you put the pencil, you know, the pencil, your pencil, what Spirit is showing me is the pencil which is sharpened with a knife, not with a sharpener, you know, and then it has this angle, you know, it has a good feel to it, you know, those kind of pencils. Artists use those ones, you know, not in the school where we sharpen the whole thing all the time. But for number 4, it feels, what Spirit says, put the pencil, you know, that in that rawness, put it on the paper, and we want to hear the sound of the pencil, you know, scratching the paper, you know, and then it's just being in the flow. It doesn't have to worry about what is coming out or think about what you are drawing or creating, but then just being there, you know. I need to breathe also. If you are choosing number 4, I need to breathe, and then I need to have that breath coming, and then coming out of my heart, you know, coming through my heart, and just letting it go. You might actually end up painting something or drawing something, and then it means that your emotions are flowing through. That is what Spirit is inviting you to do, you know. Let's see, we have another card from this deck. Oops, Gypsy card. You know, this card, look at this. Now, this is a very new deck. I bought it ages ago, and you see all my decks look very new because I don't really use my cards. But then this morning this wanted to come, and you know, I don't need to pick another one, but then because at the bottom for number 4 we've got love, 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 and then we needed to have this one. I was waiting for a love card coming out, you know, not necessarily because it's Valentine week. Valentine is coming up. But then number 4, you know, love yourself if you're choosing number 4. If you have that arrow, okay, you know, sometimes you cannot take the arrow out of our heart, we might still feel hurt, but then you just work around it, go around it. Okay, it's a beautiful, beautiful card. Oh my goodness me, look at it again. And it's written in different languages, some kind of, one of them is a Slavic language in the corner, and maybe Spanish, looks like, yeah, Spanish, I think, or Italian. Oh, sorry, I have to look it up. Okay, but then English and Hungarian, here we go. So for number 4, we got love and power, you know. And then you also need to know that you are also loved. Of course you are loved. Don't feel that, oh, I'm not loved, you know, and then you're just licking your pain and whatever, you know, those kind of things. So that's for number 4. Okay, let's see what we have for number 5. Now, if you are feeling, you know what I'm feeling for number 5, it feels like 5 children in a row, and then if you are standing at the end of the row, you've been patient, and actually quite like it, that, you know, you did not have to be the first one. And then if you're choosing number 5, I'm feeling quite laid back with you, you know, and then it's a little bit naughty in that sense, you know, that there's a naughty child, as if a naughty child is, you know what, it's good. The others were spoken to, and now maybe I will get away with what I am doing today, and then have that naughtiness, you know, what Spirit says, if you are choosing number 5, have that playfulness, naughtiness, you know, and then that childlike energy within you. And then I feel that, you know, sometimes when you're on my page, you feel this one, feel this energy, that be that curious, have that curiosity, have that, you know, adventure, and it's quiet and secretive, you know. So if you have something like this around you, just go for that. Okay, so that's for number 5. Let's see what we have for the cards. Oops, yeah, we got a card here popping out, trapped in fear. Wow, I feel that you might be, I feel it's the people around you, you know, so with your light. Okay, I take this card that in that sense, that with the people around you, you are the light, you are that playfulness, you are that source of joy and hope and creativity and and being, you know. So just remember that even when people are maybe playing down on you because you are a little bit, not scattered, but being playful and joyful, you know, but consider that there is a meaning, there is a reason why you are that way, you know, and we so need that energy. We so much need that energy in current times. So that if you're choosing number 5, your light is helping other people. And you might be that light, you know, shining outside. You know, you might be, you are the one who's outside of the picture, and that is their significance, you know. So be that playful energy, inspire the others to have that hope and light, and you know, that they will find the way out of that illusion that they are trapped, you know. So here we go. There's another card for you if you're choosing number 5. I feel that you are also a good storyteller, and through your stories you share your wisdom, and people might not realize that depth and that wisdom for you or with you, you know. Good energy. Let's see, number 5. Feel free to like it and share it, guys, because that's for inspiration for everybody. Okay, a card wants to come out, this one. Hörcsög. Fidelity. Oh my goodness, this is cool. Yeah, that's a good friend, a royal one, you know. Not many people recognize it, or I feel that you have, if you are number 5, you have learned not to make a big fuss about it when people don't recognize it, you know. Because you still feel within yourself, you know, that's your truth, and this is what you need to do, you know. Beautiful cards, being there for somebody else, being the light for somebody else, and then in that way, it's like being royal, and being truth to yourself and truth to the other people around you. There is that greater mission you feel, and what Spirit says, just own it, hone it. In your heart, you know, because the time is coming then when you are opening that heart, and then on a greater platform we will talk about it, or people will really start understanding. So don't worry if people are not understanding it right now. It's not your matter or not your issue, but as long as you are there for the others, then you have done something meaningful and purposeful and something high frequency today, in your life. So my lovely friends, thank you very much for being here. It was good to chat to you, bringing you cards. I used 2 decks, the Psychic Tarot by John Holland and the Gypsy cards. For some reason I had to have the Gypsy cards. This one, sometimes you see my other card, when I show the other card, my mom's old cards. I mean, these are the new ones, but they are really, really, really yummy good cards, So I might be playing with this one a little bit, It's like you can tell the story with this one, For some reason I was drawn to picking this one up. And then if you were at the beginning, where is it, the card? If you were at the beginning, this is a cool one, the love one. This is a nice one. Look at this one. That's a pretty one. Sweetheart, being in love, I want to find the card what my mom gave us at the beginning, and that was hope. This is what she does all the time. When I pick up the card, and even this is a card she never knew, she did not know. But then while I started talking about her and her cards, the same deck, an old version, this card, the same card popped out. So here we go. What can be even more joyful, like more beautiful than this too. Look at that. Okay. So my lovely friends, sending you lots of love, many, many blessings. If somebody wants to hop on my Zoom link a little bit later, stay on this page, and that's a different, because it's a different conversation. So here we go. Have a good day, afternoon, evening, and speak to you very, very soon. If anybody wants to book a private reading with me, you can find me, send an email to hello@zsuzannamedium.com, or if you are here on Facebook, send a message, a private message, and either half an hour or an hour if anybody wants to have their own session with me, and it's pretty reasonably priced because I know what where we live right now. So, but then it's there for everybody, that opportunity. And then also my Patreon is just this much of way from me pressing the button, so we can hang out there as well. So my lovely ones, lots of love to you, and speak soon. Thanks for being here. My lovely friends. So here we go. Bye.